Hello, I hope you're well. When I take photos of events, sometimes I consciously choose either black and white photos or color. And I think that makes sense in some cases. For example, when I want to concentrate on the message, like there is a demonstration and the people carry a placard with some text, I think it makes more sense to go to black and white. Whereas when it's like a pride event or a carnival, when the people wear colorful clothes, and I think it's like there is so much joy, it makes more sense the portrait or the event to be in color. So I will go through you like through 6 photos, 3 color and 3 black and white, to expand a little on my thinking on that. Also, a few weeks ago I shared with you another video which I can link, which is like has more photos from this, but in this video I want only to concentrate when I'm choosing black and white and color. So let's go to see the photos. I will start with the color photos because I think it's a kind of more obvious why it works better in this case. I mean, imagine this photo in black and white. I think it will miss something. We need these vibrant colors to tell the story, these happy moments. This is like a photo from a carnival parade in my hometown. So I think you can understand why the choice on this is like that. Again, same event. I don't think it would be that interesting, this one, if it was black and white. This is a few days ago in the Pride in my hometown. And I think, again, this photo would have been a little more boring. Because look at her makeup, the wig, if it's called correctly, the red cross. I think it's important to have these red colors. And imagine this also black and white, or her nails black and white, or even this line. We need color. And behind you can see like the big flag for the pride. This is a small tiny detail, but again, if it was like black and white, we couldn't do that. And I don't know how many people will notice that. But I think in all these three, you can see how the color brings things to life. It brings joy, it brings happiness. I think it helps on this, and it helps to tell the story. And then we go to black and white. I think it's I think color would have been a distraction in this photo. We need the message to be passed. We need what it said. This was like from a walk, a demonstration for the genocide, from the Armenian genocide. And I think the story is in the message and in his expression. This one, again, this was one of my favorite photos, and this was, I don't know if it worked well on color. I think it would have been, again, because this is placard, it's really colorful, and it says, I don't forget, 57 souls are looking for justice. And this was a couple of years ago, and it was like after the talk of the prime minister for there was like some public speaks because there was elections close to that day. And this lady was this has to do with the a train accident that happened in Greece 2.5 years ago, when 57 people, mostly young, lost their lives. And the lady was one of the survivors. And she has gone to the talk of the prime minister, and she said something, and the police violently take her out of the talk. And this was the man you can see like hardly here. It was, he lost one of their relatives, and they didn't allow them to put this until the prime minister has left the event. And I think for this photo, the important story is like the text below the photo, and I post on Instagram. And I usually, my photos get around 10 photos, or 10, 20 likes, and this photo get around 1,000, and thousands of people have seen it. And I think that's also the purpose, or of, if I can say purpose, or the goal of a photographer. His job, let's say his job, photographer's jobs, but without meaning like a paid job. It's to share the story. And for me, this photo was a success because I passed the message, I shared the message, and I didn't know that the lady before, I didn't know that she was the survivor of the accident. So it was it was also for me. I have gone to take photos from the talk of the Mitsotakis, but I didn't take any photos on the event. I was waiting, and somehow I noticed her, and she was looking weird because she was like in under tension. What happened? And I was really shy. And then at the end, I go and ask what happened, and she told me her story, and I couldn't know that without waiting. And as I say, the role, not the job. The role of the photographer sometimes is to take a photo and share it. And I think this photo, not only that it was like for me the most liked photo, it was a photo that a lot of people see and learn about this story and her story. I mean, I hope I help people know a little more about the train accident, which like more than 2 years later, still people are fighting for justice. And then this is an event like a few months ago, and it is related again to the to one girl who lost her life on the accident, and it says, Francesca, you scream, I don't have oxygen, and we'll all calm when your murderers go to the court, something like that. And again, both of these photos, it's not about so much like the color. Again, it's like a nice looking girl, but the important thing is the message. So, and the crowd. So I think that's why the last three photos work better in black and white, because we don't want the distraction of the color. We want the message, and people start wonder what happened. And again, this was like in a as a carousel with 10 photos, and again it get close to 1,000 likes. And for me, as I say, it was quite um, it's quite seldom to get this amount of likes, but these two photos maybe have a story, and that goes like, and maybe it was not so many people who take photos like black and white and post them online, but I think I think this is what I wanted to tell you. That's like the two difference. Like more color goes to when something is more joyful, and when something is more when the color adds to the story. But I think it's better to go to black and white when the most important is the message. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy them. I hope there is some rationale behind on what I'm doing, and I hope that the choice color or black and white makes sense. What are your thoughts? Do you agree? You would choose differently? You would choose like to events like Carnival to go to black and white, or when it's like a message, you will choose on the or you will choose color, or do you think color will have been a distraction on this or not? I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Have a good day. Bye.